Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Submarine Media / Suicide Saturdays. If you're new to the channel, hit a like, subscribe, hit that bell, and let me give you a little bit of a background on what I do. I do music reviews, sometimes I do commentaries, but on Saturdays for my OG subscribers from about 25 to 50, I specifically do reactions to uicideBoy's albums. Each Saturday I'm going to take one album from the catalog, one by one in order, and react to it just for them. I might break the order every once in a while because I get a lot of requests to do that, but as time permits and I do work, I feel like this is the most effective way to get through the whole shebang. So without any other delays, I got my coffee. Hair's messed up, of course, because I'm doing this for you guys right before I go to work. It's early in the morning. Got my Mega Man tee in. Shout out to Mega Man. If you guys have ever played, please let me know in the comment section what your favorite is. Mine is Mega Man X5 and 3, man, and then just regular Mega Man 4. Anyways, we're off topic. Jumping in. uicideBoys, Kill Yourself, Saga, Volume 2. Getting it started. Okay. Ooh, okay. The vocal delivery, like I said, is a lot more aggressive. I'm not quite sure exactly who it is who's rhyming on this. I don't know if whether it's Scrim or it's Ruby. I just know that Ruby is the person I usually end up liking. This doesn't sound bad. I just feel like it sounds like a whole nother person from what I've been hearing so far. But let's just jump back into it. Okay. Wow. Somebody kicks it with the devil all the time. He's the one who told him that God was, yeah, I don't know. I don't really dig those lines. Not a big fan of, like I said this in quite a few other videos, whether it's the Zillakami or I think the Eternal Grey one, I might have said this, but I'm not a big fan of like overtly like blasphemous or like sacrilegious lyrics. So I mean, that one's really a no-go for me, but the song's cool, the beat's sinister. So I mean, I figure I should know from the imagery of the band that that's something that would be said. So I mean, it's whatever, but I'm not particularly a fan of those types of lyrics. Okay. Okay, so I like I said, I do expect those kinds of things. Hell, demons, ghouls, scary shit. This song, I could still dig it, even though it had that shit that I wouldn't really fuck with earlier on. I do like this immediately. What I've noticed about these beginning albums is I feel like a lot of albums that end up being more current, I feel like, that I've like heard snippets of or people react to or seen whatever, they sound very similar. But like the earlier works, I feel like if you gave me this on a blank slab with like no titles, no imagery, you didn't tell me who it was, I would think these are two different bands or groups so far. Like I wouldn't be able to tell. So I guess that's kind of good versus I guess that flow that I hate. If you've watched my videos, watch some of them. You could either watch the Ghostman one, you could watch any of the uicideBoys ones. There's a particular flow type of flow, and I just can't really you know, hearing it from so many people, I'm not a fan of it. But this one, between this and the last record, like I could really dig what they're doing. I feel like they're exercising other areas of their flow, which is cool. That's pretty much it for Rotten Souls. I know I didn't get to tell you that at the beginning. I dug it. It wasn't too bad, even though minus those lines, like it's still something that I'd fuck with. Let's jump into the second track, Friday the 13th, which actually, to be honest, has never ended up being a bad day for me. That always ends up being a good day. I always either get money, when I was single, like girls that always used to pan out, like something good would always happen to me on Friday the 13th. I don't fear it, so let's just hope this is a banger, okay?
Doing this shit Friday the 13th and this motherfucker was good, man.
Yeah, baby. We doing it in here, motherfucker.
flows, I feel like, are just tighter. Like I fuck with it. Some of the other shit, like I said later on, like the flows are just really under the beat. But these ones are more direct and really kind of in your face, and it's something that I can more absorb. I really do dig these short Kill Yourself Saga songs. I need to trim my eyebrows. Okay. Sitting back with my crucifix, put that whole face in the pillow from that scarecrow in your window, ain't no witness in the... Yeah, I don't know, just lyric-wise, just the imagery, I'm just like, yeah, put her face in the pillow on the scarecrow in your window. And now 666 with my crucifix, yeah. Nah, I'm good, but you know the beat goes hard. Everything else before that, yeah, like, but that I don't know. Put her face in the pillow on the scarecrow in your window is kind of, I don't know. The imagery I got in my head was kind of corny, but yeah. So just my opinion. Again, if you thought you were coming to a uicideBoy worship channel, that's not the case. But I will give you my honest opinion. Robbers, killers, cocaine dealers, thieves, fuck boy shaking, looking in the face of Satan, sold my soul, fuck the cost, robbing these bitches and making my riches, bitch, I swallow crucifixes.
Son, where'd you find theirs?
That's real. Where did you find this? Jeez, I felt like that was a little short, but I should have expected from something called the Kill Yourself Saga, so that would be getting something kind of dark and grim, so I'm now prepared so I could stop being flabbergasted by the blasphemous lyrics. Oh my god. Doesn't really bother me, I've heard it. I just don't generally tend to fuck with things that have that, 'cause it's not really entertaining to me. It's not really offensive. It's just, I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of like when I was in high school, there'd always be like the kid in the back of the class and he's like dressed in black, and there were plenty of other kids around campus or in class that like were more interesting or had more interesting bands or things to say, but he just thought he was just so deep, and he's clutching a Donnie Darko deluxe edition, and everyone's crazy, and he doesn't believe in God, and if you just didn't give him any attention, then he would just wild out more, and I don't know, it's just, that kind of thing reminds me of those type of individuals. But let's jump into the next track, Oceanside Suicide. I'm gonna give a count for how many things. Let's see, we had Ultimate Suicide. I can't remember the rest from the other ones, but we're gonna keep a tally of how many tracks or whatever Suicide. But let's jump into it. Oceanside Suicide. Hopefully it's romantic. Candlelit dinner, perhaps. Olive Garden. It's kind of classy if you think about it, depending on how much money you have. Did it again to me. They pulled the slow jam on me, just out of nowhere. I don't get sick of it though. That flow. That is the one that is a no. Not a fan. Negative. Don't be a hater. This is my opinion. No, I'm not a fan of that flow, but we'll get back into it and listen to it anyways. Okay, so we're finished with that. It's 3 songs, but we're gonna go overtime, baby, and go to the next one, which is Kill Yourself Saga number 3. But I'll give you my thoughts on Kill Yourself Saga number 2. ultimately, I will definitely say this is probably the first disc that I could probably like totally do without and I would like never return to. Definitely didn't dig the kind of really overtly satanic things. I feel like it's kind of a more subliminal, even though the imagery is kind of out there with the rest of the other albums. Just lyrically, I just wasn't really feeling it. Flow-wise, minus that flow that I can't stand, everything kind of stood out and was a little bit more interesting. And I do like that within these sagas. Like, I feel like there's a difference in flow and range. Again, like I said, if I took both of those projects, the last one and this one, and you handed them to me on a blank slate, I wouldn't know exactly that they were the same band. But anyways, let's jump into this next one. Bonus round, overtime, Suicide Boys Kill Yourself Saga, Volume 3. First track, 100 Blunts. I really like that intro. Okay. Yo, like that cigarette, I'm okay, we're back. Ooh, the instrumental choice again. I like that. Alright, so already the instrumental is tight. I like the 100 blunts to the face, 100 cups. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is, but I'm sure it's something that just gets you really intoxicated. Only on my best day could I ever even imagine doing 100 blunts, because I could never smoke 100 blunts. I could barely make it through one. When and if I smoke, we don't know. That is just something I imagine in my head. Stay clean, stay in school. But anyways, just commentary on this cover. I don't know who this person is with the gun in their mouth. I'm assuming it's some person who's famously commit suicide, but maybe y'all could tell me in the comment section who this dude is. But yeah, let's get back to it. The caffeine has took over my body. Woo. Woo. It's got like this kind of like underwater effect on his voice. Like it. Swimming in it, baby. I really dug that. I really dug the instrumental choice. Yeah, this one makes the other one immediately kind of like, I'll give you my hypothesis on both in the end. But let's just jump to the next track. I dug this one. The next one is Smoked Out, Laced Out. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Not quite sure if that's a sample in the background or maybe they just have like a filter on their voice. Even if it was, I wouldn't recognize the sample, I'll be honest. Not in this case. Oh, okay. Beat the pussy out, leave her walking like a goose, I think he said. Tried to tie her up, but she something shake it loose. That's definitely better than put her face in the pillow. I'm the scarecrow in the window. That imagery, I could. The first one, this one with the walking like I could fuck with that. I don't know what the hell they were reaching for on that last shit. So, but this is shaping up to be Interesting. I really want to tell you my opinion, but I would just kind of save it to the end of both in comparison. I'll tell you both again. But we're gonna go to the next track, which is heavily medicated. Ooh. Okay, cool. He said all you rap about is death. You guys sound so suppressed. Something, something. But then I don't give a fuck about a check. I'd rather something off my neck. So that's kind of an answer to the bullshit that I've been saying. So kind of a middle finger to guys like me that are like, you sound so depressed. You're rapping about satanic stuff. Which, again, let me say this. I do appreciate the Suicide Boys and learning more about their sound, and that's kind of what this journey has been about. And there'll be a couple of other artists where I'll do the same thing, where I might not have necessarily really messed with you, but maybe I'll just discover your discography and kind of listen through and see what you're about. But I do like that when artists do stand up for themselves, like, hey, fuck you, it doesn't really matter if I rhyme about this or that and the third, like, you know, this is what we do, you know, and fuck a check, hey, I love music, so if you're just doing it not for a check and that's what you want to do and that's your stick on, baby. Jeez. That was kind of interesting. It was more of a vibe, so I'll take it more as an interlude in a way. We're here at the last track, which is Lettuce. So let's jump into that, and I'll give you my opinion on both.
All my niggas high, we be puffin' on the loud. All my niggas high, we be puffin' on the loud. All my niggas high, we be puffin' on the loud. All my niggas high, we be puffin' on the loud. All my niggas high, we be puffin' on the loud.
I don't know if this is a coincidence, but this song kind of reminds me, like the other song that was on the first one, it kind of reminds me of Peso. Not a bad thing, I love Peso. Maybe I don't know how to put this, but the earlier stuff definitely seems to have a very cloudy vibe. So maybe that's the reason why maybe they're really into ASAP or whatever the case was. I don't know a hell of a whole lot about a variety of different cloud rap artists, so I don't know. But let's check it out. Oh, I like that. Snuck that in. They shouted out Macy Gray. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Favorite part that's tight. I like that. Alright. My thoughts on both. The second one, Kill Yourself Saga Volume 2, I could totally do without. I'll be honest, I just didn't really dig it at all. The instrumentals were okay. Didn't really so much dig the satanic lyrics at all, the overt imagery in the, the lyrics. And I will never forget the line, "Put her face in the pillow, I'm the scarecrow in your window." That one didn't sneak past me at all. That was a bad bar. I didn't dig that at all. But the second one, I'm sorry, the third one, the second one we listened to, the one we went into overtime, I can mess with that. It's definitely more closer to the first Kill Yourself Saga as far as sound goes. I definitely like when they extend their flows and they skip over that dabbity dabbity doobity doo flow. I don't ever think they should really do that. Anyone associated with them or that has these kind of doomy trap sounds, I think they should stop that as well. But when it comes to the second one, I still say the first one's superior, and I think that they should have put those together and like mixed them up. I don't think they should have been like some separate EPs. But overall, I would say definitely, like I said, second one. I probably won't be returning to that ever. Third one was okay. It kind of reminds me a lot more of the first one, but the first one is superior. Still have to say my favorite one is High Tides the Snake's Nest. But we're still going through this journey, so we never know. I might find another favorite in this bad boy. But anyways, thank you for watching. Stay tuned always for Suicide Saturdays and my other reviews and reactions whenever I feel like doing those, and commentary. Again, we're making some changes. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Follow at the Instagram. You can make requests there. You can make suggestions there. I'll be more liable to see it because at YouTube, once I get too many comments, you'll get buried, and sometimes it won't even show your comment. I have to like search for it. It'll show me the alert, but I won't see it in the future. So go follow there. Email me if you want to. Those will both be in the subscription. Hit that like or that dislike. Smash that fucking bell. Smash that subscribe. Share this with your suicidal friends. And we will see you next time on another episode of Submarine Media.